Update on Liv Morgan, John Cena's retirement tour, Jey Uso's title run, and more. WWE Rumor Roundup, June 21, 2025. Let's discuss the latest rumors making the rounds among fans on social media. Speculations and rumors are among some of the favorite pastimes for WWE fans worldwide. Fans from all over the world enjoy discussing and debating various aspects of the world of pro wrestling. In the aftermath of WrestleMania 41, the rumor mill continues to run in full force. In today's edition of the Rumor Roundup, we cover the latest rumors and news circulating among fans on social media, including an update on Liv Morgan, John Cena's retirement tour, Jey Uso's title run, Kiana James' return, and much more. Update on Liv Morgan. One half of the women's tag team champions, Liv Morgan, suffered a horrific injury on the June 16 edition of Monday Night Raw. During her match with Kairi Sane, Morgan dislocated her shoulder. Following the injury, reports suggested that Liv will be out of action for around 12 weeks, or 3 months. PW Insider now reported that the promotion has confirmed Morgan won't be making any appearances live on WWE programming in the near future due to her shoulder injury. The reports further add that WWE has reportedly developed a plan for the Women's Tag Team Championship, and the titles are not expected to be vacated. Plans for Nikki Bella. According to the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, Nikki Bella was originally planned to do a run-in during the finish of Kairi Sane vs. Liv Morgan on this week's Raw. The promotion scrapped the idea when Morgan suffered an injury in the opening moments of the match and then decided not to use her on the show. Morgan and Bella engaged in a fierce segment on the previous week's episode where both traded personal jabs. The segment ended with Morgan flatlining Bella with the Oblivion, and the promotion was likely going to further unravel the storyline leading into Evolution. John Cena's retirement tour. According to Wrestling Observer Liv's Brian Alvarez, WWE was still figuring out John Cena's final dates for his retirement tour as of 2 weeks ago. Cena is set to battle CM Punk at the 2025 edition of Night of Champions, which is set for June 28 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. He recently competed in a singles match against R-Truth on last night's episode of SmackDown. However, Cena suffered defeat via disqualification as he took out Truth with a vicious title shot. CM Punk came in to aid Truth, as a brawl between the two ahead of their title clash broke out. Cena got the better of the brawl, slamming the title twice before putting Punk through the table to deliver the infamous pipe bomb promo of his own. Jey Uso's title reign. As per Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE always had the same plan for Jey Uso's title reign, and when the title was put on him, it was decided that he would lose the World Heavyweight Championship back to Gunther after a short reign. It's unclear whether the Raw episode in Phoenix was always scheduled for that title change, but it was planned to happen before Goldberg's retirement match, which is set to go head-to-head with All in Texas on July 12. Kiana James, Elijah and NXT at the 2,300 Arena. Wrestling Observer newsletter also reports that Kiana James is close to making her return. James has been out of action since June 2024 due to a leg injury. She suffered the injury shortly after being drafted to the main roster from NXT. Fightful reports that TNA's Elijah suffered torn triceps during his match on NXT this week, and he already had surgery for it. Elijah teamed up with Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura to defeat the team of TNA World Champion Trick Williams, Wes Lee, and AJ Francis on this week's NXT. According to PW Insider, previous reports and rumors suggesting that WWE would hold a live episode of NXT at the 2,300 Arena ahead of AEW's residency there this July and August have been debunked. After speaking with 2,300 Arena management, PW Insider confirmed that there are no NXT shows scheduled at this time. How WWE can save its summer without Liv Morgan. In an unfortunate turn of events, one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Liv Morgan, picked up an injury in a singles match with Kairi Sane, doing damage to her shoulder that will leave her on the shelf for what is expected to be for up to 6 months, according to Bodaslam.net, with PW Insider also noting that she will need surgery, furthering even more the notion that she will be out for a while. Despite Morgan riding a wave of momentum, this isn't necessarily the end of the world, and there are various ways in which WWE can approach the situation in order to make the most out of a bad thing, and we shall take a look at some of those avenues now. WWE can build the ongoing storyline with Roxanne Perez. WWE can make a star out of Perez during Morgan's absence. When Rhea Ripley was injured in 2024, WWE used it to build Morgan. WWE can run a similar storyline to build up Perez with Dominik Mysterio. All the seeds are planted on Raw for this storyline to catch fire. Prior to her shoulder injury, Liv Morgan was involved in more than one storyline, one of which was involving Roxanne Perez. Ever since her official main roster call-up, Perez has been trying to earn favor in the Judgment Day faction, to woo over Dominik Mysterio, and ultimately serve as an annoyance to Liv Morgan. Not only has Perez created friction within the group itself, she has also created some issues between Mysterio and Morgan. There is no reason why this cannot continue in Morgan's absence. In fact, the storyline might even be better for it. In 2024, an ill-timed injury to Rhea Ripley allowed Liv Morgan to flourish on Monday Night Raw, continuing to try and seduce Mysterio and create issues within the Judgment Day before ultimately forcing her way into the group and making Mysterio turn on Ripley. Despite Ripley being off WWE TV, this storyline was highly entertaining, full of depth, and fans were desperate to see Ripley return and take chunks out of Morgan. Although a feud between Morgan and Perez might not be the exact same in terms of intensity and fan interest, WWE can further build Perez as a top heel, earning heat in Morgan's absence and ensuring that fans are invested in seeing Morgan return and mix it up with Perez. Her absence can have a similar sort of impact as Ripley's did in 2024 in terms of building hatred, heat, anticipation, and intrigue over what Judgment Day and Dominik Mysterio will do next. Liv Morgan doesn't have to be off-screen. WWE can keep Morgan as an on-screen character during her injury. WWE kept CM Punk on-screen in 2024 despite his injury. This helped to add star power to shows and build long-term stories. During her recovery, Morgan can still appear on TV as a character. Another way that WWE can approach Morgan's injury is to take the CM Punk approach. In 2024, CM Punk was injured in the Royal Rumble match and didn't wrestle again until SummerSlam. Despite this, Punk remained a constant presence on WWE programming to build his feud with Drew McIntyre, cut plenty of promos, and engage in as much physicality as he could within the constraints of his injury. This allowed the bad blood with McIntyre to build and build, becoming WWE's best storyline of the entire year due to fans having to wait for their eventual matches with one another. Liv Morgan vs. Roxanne Perez will be unlikely to achieve that exact level of investment and intrigue, but with the right booking, promos, and storytelling, using Morgan in a non-wrestling capacity could build a lot of anticipation for a match down the line. Additionally, Morgan feels like such a vital part to Dominik Mysterio's current character, and vice versa, so keeping them together on screen will help Mysterio in his current singles run as Intercontinental Champion. The build to Evolution doesn't have to change much with Liv Morgan's injury. There are reports of WWE reshaping the Evolution card. Morgan had started a feud with Nikki Bella on Raw. Many expected a women's tag team title match. Roxanne Perez can take Liv Morgan's spot. There are reports from the likes of WrestleVotes and Fightful Select that suggest WWE has ripped up plans for the upcoming Evolution PLE after Liv Morgan's injury. This is due to the plans seemingly seeing Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defend the WWE Women's Tag Team titles against Nikki and Brie Bella. The idea of WWE scrapping plans and starting again does feel unnecessary, however, as there is an easy fix to make the most out of Morgan's injury, simply replace her with Roxanne Perez. Judgment Day selecting Perez to replace Morgan would add to the ongoing tension and storyline, especially if WWE kept Morgan on screen to sell that annoyance. Perez is not at the level of star as Liv Morgan, but giving this younger and newer name this sort of spotlight against the Hall of Fame Bella twins would be a hugely beneficial thing for her WWE career. WWE should trust the strong year that Perez has had so far, starting out with a record-breaking Royal Rumble performance before getting called up to Raw, and give her the ball to carry on from where Morgan left off in the feud with Nikki and Brie Bella. WWE superstar Liv Morgan has suffered a serious injury during her match on Monday Night Raw on June 16, 2025. She was facing Kairi Sane when, just seconds into the match, she fell and dislocated her shoulder. The match had to be stopped immediately, and Sane was declared the winner. This injury is more serious than first expected. Reports now say Liv will need surgery, which means she will be out of action for several months. As a result, WWE has had to make adjustments to its plans, particularly regarding the women's tag team titles. Liv Morgan is one half of the current WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, along with Raquel Rodriguez. Many fans were excited to see Liv possibly face WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella at the upcoming All-Women's Evolution 2 event on July 13. That match now won't happen due to Liv's injury. According to a report by PW Insider, WWE has made the decision not to give up, the women's tag team titles, even though Liv will be gone for a long time. Instead, WWE may have Raquel Rodriguez team up with